Catch up on the AR, how you did that? Track out, lift up when you take off, how you did that? You put switches up on your blinkies, how you did that? Your LV bed turned to a legend, how you did that? I seen that turn to a Louis, how you.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. But before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give your girl a thumbs up, and comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my social medias listed down below as well. Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone. So y'all, you already know because I've been doing this every day. Y'all get to spin the block with me. Boom. 18 days till Halloween. 18 days till Halloween, y'all. How is it 18 days already? Well, for me, it's not 18 days because I'm pre-recording. As y'all can see, I still got on the same shirt from yesterday video because it's still the same day for me. But that's because I didn't really feel like doing too much, y'all. I had ate, got full, watched the Tubi movie and all that. But anyway, let me get to where I was getting to. So if you watched yesterday's story, The Beyond Belief, if you haven't watched it, this is a spoiler for you. But yesterday's video was intense. So if you haven't watched it, probably skip this part so you could go watch it and try to figure it out. But if you have watched it, let's get into the results. Y'all, yesterday's video. So it was two videos. The first one was about the home invasion going wrong, and the second one was about, what's the second one about? Oh, the girl who left her friend for dead. So the first story was fake, y'all. The first story was fiction, and the second story, the girl who left her homegirl for dead, was real, y'all. That is so crazy. But y'all, I was looking and they said the first story was fake, but it was based off of like true events, but it wasn't as, but still, ooh, y'all. But those are the results. So let's get into this story. So if y'all can see by the title, I don't know what the title is. And y'all, this story was gonna be something totally different about another scary experience I had. But I'ma wait on that. I'ma still wait on it. Because it was about experience I had, encounter I had with a serial, y'all know, offer. But the person, I just was looking them up, their case, and they're still alive. Of course, they was sentenced to death, but they was just trying to appeal the case. All people got is time to be watching YouTube in jail, and I ain't got time for somebody to be watching me and be like, oh, I know you ain't. No. So even though I'll tell y'all later. One day I'll tell y'all. But anyway, let's get into this video. So this story is about this picture right here. This picture right here got so many people talking. And it was a crazy experience for me too. But I'm going to go ahead and give y'all what led up to it since it's spooky season. Let me give y'all my spooky story. Okay, so this happened back in 2015. This was around the time my cousin had passed away, and everything was just in shambles for me, like in fucking shambles. So around this time, I was trying to find different things, different ways to like cope with what was going on, because like when somebody passed away, it's like, I don't know if it's like your mind playing tricks on you, or just for one, you already grieving, and then it's like, I don't know if it'd be your mind, but like when he passed away, we were living in the same home. Like our rooms doors was right next to each other. Like his door was right here, my door was right here. So I used to feel like I could like hear him at night, to where it used to fuck with me so bad. Like when he first passed away, I used to have people spend the night with me, y'all. And y'all will see when I get more story times, because that's when I started dealing back with enemy again. And it was more of a just, I'm using you because I just need somebody around type thing. Like I would have my sister spend the night, but of course she had like her own stuff going on and stuff like that. She didn't live there, so it was just a lot. But I used to feel like I could hear him walking through the house. Like it would be weird. Like the same footsteps he would make, I would feel like I could hear him. Or I could feel like I would hear somebody knocking at the door. Like it was so weird. And I would tell people too. Like even when people would spend the night, I would tell them like, y'all heard that? And to where they would, I don't know if they would just be, their mind is playing tricks on them, or if they actually would hear. Like I don't fucking know. So anyway, I started doing like, let me stop saying I started doing, like I was gonna say I started doing crack. No. So anyway, at that time, I started taking Xanax for anxiety, y'all. I started taking those, and boy, was that like a roller coaster too. So anyway, so I started taking them or whatever. Enemy is the one who first gave me one, and then I remember I took one. Did I tell the story about that? I don't remember if I told the story about that when I first, I think I did. Yep. When I said I took a bar, y'all, and I fell asleep when I was driving, but that was the first person who gave me one. So at this time, I'm like, okay, let me take it just so I could sleep, because I could not sleep for shit in the world. So he gave me like 3 of them, and I wasn't taking them like that, and I would break them, right? So this wasn't not normal for my mom to do. Like, even when I was young, because like I said, remember I said at one point I ended up moving to my grandma's house, which was nothing like that. It's not like my mom lost custody, because a lot of people be confused on that and they ask, but it's more of that we moved and I wanted to still go to my same school. I didn't want to switch schools at that point. So that's why. So anyway, my mom she's the type of person that when she needs to vent, she's the type of person, like, when she needs to, like, vent and get shit off her mind, she likes to take drives, right? So one night, she called me in the middle of the night, which she always do. It's normal. She'll call me at, like, midnight, 1 in the morning, call the house phone, and be like, hey, you want to take a drive with me? I'm about to take a drive. And I'm like, okay, and she'll come get me. So this was around that time, and I was like, you know what? That's perfect. I need to take a drive. So she calls me. It's like midnight. She was like, okay, I'm finna come. No, probably was like 11 at night. It's probably like 11, but by the time she got to me, it was like midnight. So it's like 11 at night. She called me like, oh, I'm finna pull up. I'm about to take a drive. I just want to take a drive, you know, just talk, clear my head, whatever. You want to come? So I'm like, yeah, come get me. So she come gets me, and I promise you, these drives used to be crazy. Like, anybody, like, even my sister friends, like, they will be like, if they spend the night when we was younger or whatever, like when my sister be in high school, they'll be like, oh, I'm finna go with your mom, we finna go take a drive. Like, everybody would go take these drives with my mom, like, all the time. Like, even Toxic came up one time. It would be late night drives and shit. So she would come and take a drive, but this is the thing. She would drive to the most creepiest, fucking darkest mountain areas and talk about the most creepiest, fucking supernatural, paranormal shit. And it would be like, bro, why? To where you be scared. Like, I would be scared as fuck in the car with her. We'd be driving, say we could be driving down a dark ass lonely fucking mountain road with no lights, only lights is coming from the car, and she would start talking about this one time, like, these people was driving in the mountains and a body, like a person appeared. Like, she would be talking about some crazy shit to where it'd be like, fuck, my head is gonna play tricks on me. I don't even want to look out to the road because I'm gonna see some shit. And she's the type, it would be like, if I, you know, some people, you ask them, like, did y'all see that? And they be like, no, but everybody lying. They know they did see it, but they ain't finna talk about it. She'd be like, yeah, I did see it. Like, no. So, but it would be a vibe, but it would be kind of like spooky anyway. So we driving through this creepy ass mountain. We talking about the normal creepy ass shit that we always be talking about and stuff like that. So this night was different though. Like, well, they always would be creepy, but like, it was weird. Like, we was driving through the mountain, y'all, and it got super fucking foggy. Like, the mountain, I don't know, it just got foggy as fuck out of nowhere. Mind you, we already got a lot on our mind, and next, it's just foggy. Like, it's foggy as fuck. And I forgot what we was talking about, but we was talking about, oh yeah, I remember now. We was talking about, y'all know it's a rest area going towards Vegas, and they closed the rest area because a lot of people was saying they seen like aliens and was getting abducted, and a lot of people was waking up in the back of the fucking field and shit, like saying that they went to go use the bathroom and woke up in the field because they got abducted by aliens. Like, yeah, so we was talking about that rest area. So she like, we should drive to that rest area, and I was like, girl, no, we shouldn't. But yeah, so we was talking about that or whatever. Next thing you know, it's like, it started getting foggy as fuck on the mountain, like super fucking foggy. So I'm just like scared. When I get scared, I'm gonna say something. So she like, let's go up higher, y'all. So we just talking. While we driving up, next thing you know, we seen a car. Like, it was a car parked on the side. But usually, like, that's normal, because y'all know some people go to the mountains to hook up, which is wild. Cause no, I'm not going to the mountains to hook up with nobody. That shit is scary. But anyway, so it was a car on the side of the road, right? So we driving. She like, it should be a little town coming up. I want to stop at the store. Why the fuck do you want to stop at the store in this creepy ass mountain? Yeah, so she trying to find like a little convenient like store type gas station. You know, it'd be like them random ass creepy gas station that probably close at 8 o'clock, so it ain't gonna be open no way. So we driving. We see the car on the side of the road, whatever. There's nobody by the car. No people. Car is off. Whatever. And we even tried to look in the car, but I'm like, people could be in the back seat, who knows. But it was like a older kind of looking car, but like not really. Like, I ain't finna say it was from the 50s and nothing like that. So anyway, we driving. So we start driving more. Why, next thing you know, it was like a little gas station. Like, you know those little gas stations where it's like 2 pumps and shit. Like, so we see one of those. It had a light but also like you could get gas, but it was somebody inside of there, but it looked like it was closed, but the light was on. Like, it was just some creepy ass shit. And I'm like, Mom, you don't need gas. We could stop somewhere down the mountain when we get up out of here and stop somewhere. And she like, no, I'm gonna just stop here. It's cool. Like, I like that. I like she liked that type of stuff. Like, she liked adventure. That's why I probably get that from her. But she like if we was to stop there and some crazy shit would happen, like, which kind of not really too much, but it was weird. So anyway, we stop at the gas station, whatever. I'm like, fuck, I do not want to get out this fucking car. Like, I was just nervous, but I'm just like, because you know how in scary movies it's like y'all both get out the car, next to you know somebody in the trunk or somebody in the back seat choking you out with a belt. Like, I don't want nobody to be choking a chicken in the back seat while we in the store looking for stupid shit that we don't even need. So anyway, she go in the store. I did not want to get out, so I'm just like, you cool if I stay in the car or you want me to get out? She's like, no, I'm good. Like, I would have did this by myself if you wasn't here. So she get out the car or whatever. I'm sitting around, I'm looking around, just looking like fuck because I'm so fucking scared. So it's just the one guy in the store, right? So I don't know, like, it didn't look like they had no bathroom in there. Like, it looked like they would have had a bathroom like behind it, but it was so dark. Like, the only part that was lit up was the little two pumps, and then like you could see inside it was like a little dim like light. So she go in there, I'm looking around, I'm making sure. Why right before she came out, I like seeing her, somebody came out and he was smoking a cigarette. It's not the guy who worked there though. So I'm looking like the guy, so I'm looking like, where the fuck did this man just come from? So now I'm really paranoid, like she needs to get her ass back in his car. I'm over here trying to check, like damn, I barely got a signal. Come on, looking around, not trying to look at my phone. I'm scared as fuck. Like, I'm ready to lock the doors, get in the driver's seat, not drive off without her, but like not drive off without her, but like get in the car so when you hop in, we driving off because this shit is scary. So she ended up finally coming back outside, but the guy said something to her. So now I'm trying to like listen without roll the window down being nosy, but I'm trying to listen. So he said something to her, so she like laughed or something like that, and then he asked her to use a lighter. So she's like, hold on, I got one in the car, which mind you, he came outside probably like 2 minutes before she just got done and came outside, and he lit a cigarette. So I'm like, no, this is where it happens, y'all. So she ended up getting in the car. She's like, hold on, he need to get a lighter. And then how she did the reached in the car thing too, it's like, girl, no, you don't be, I'm just scared, right? So anyway, she gave him the lighter. He was talking. He told her how his car broke down and he was trying to look for help. So she's like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, my car broke down. He started describing the car. So why that car we seen like a while back, when I said it was just randomly a car on the side of the road, why that was his car? He talking about his car broke down and he's trying to look for help. And he's trying to look for somebody to take him there. He's asking us for a ride down to his car. So my mom was just like, no, I got my kids in the car. Like, I got my babies in the car. There's no room. Sorry, da-da-da-da. Which he wasn't making no sense, no way, because it's like, where you was at on the mountain, you would have, if you walked this far up, you would have been better off walking back down than walking way up here looking for a ride late night. It's like 1 in the morning at this point. That shit was just weird. So he like, no, I'm not a crazy person. Like, I'm not crazy, nothing like that. But I just need a way. So my mom, she's just like, no, like, you know, sorry, like I got my kids in the car, whatever. So he's like, okay, well, have a good night. Like, have a blessed night. Bye, you guys. Pulling off. This man is just waving at the car, smiling, like, bye. Like, so I was like, yeah, let's get the fuck up out of here. I'm like, let's go. He's weird. She's like, yeah, he was weird as fuck. Like, but mind you, it was just me and her in the car. Like, my little sisters wasn't in the car. So she was like, he was weird as hell. She was like, what you think would happen if we would have gave him a ride? I'm just like, girl, the fuck? So she's just like, yeah. So she's asking, she like saying something, like she just talking. She's like, yeah, the guy in the store was telling me about him too. Like, he was asking the guy in the store to give him a ride back down. The guy in the store told him he'll do it when he get off work. She was like, so that's another reason why. I'm like, no, because why would, you know, he told you he'll do it when he's leaving, but why are you asking us? And I'm just like, yeah, that's weird. So anyway, at this point, that was creepy as fuck. We still on the road, just driving, talking, whatever. So now it's like, okay, we finna go back home, y'all. So now she finna drop me back off at home or whatever. So we driving to go back home, you know, just talking about a whole bunch of shit, scenarios if we would have get a guy right, just a whole bunch of crazy ass shit we just talking about, because that's how we could really just get deep as fuck in a conversation, just be talking about every fucking thing. So anyway, she dropped me back off and I'm feeling spooky as fuck, to where I'm just like, hold on, I'm scared as fuck. I don't know why my grandparents' house creeped me out bad. Like, I've lived there my whole life, but well, I don't live there no more, of course. I haven't lived there in years, but since growing up into a kid, like I lived there my whole life pretty much. Like even when I did move away and stuff like that, like I always went back. Like I've been there so many times, like so long. I don't understand why it creeps me out. So I'm already hurrying up, running to the door to go in the house, right? My grandma surprisingly is still up for some weird ass reason. Like, so anyway, I end up going in my room. You know, I got in the shower because in my room I had a bathroom or whatever. So I get in the shower and I was just laying there. Like, y'all, I'm laying there. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat. Just laying there. I'm like, I'm finna go to sleep, right? So y'all know I don't know, back then it's like everybody used to take a picture of every fucking thing, especially on Snapchat. So I'm laying down in the bed and I have my little teddy bear right there. I used to call my teddy bear Doey. So I had Doey right next to me and I'm laying there and I'm about to take a snap picture like good night and post it on Snapchat, which I probably wasn't even about to go to sleep right then and there, but you know, sometimes you just post stuff like because you want certain people to hit you up or know that you still up. So they're like, what you doing still up? And it was like, oh, hey. But mind y'all, on the way back, like when we was getting closer to the house, like a few exits away, I had brung my half a bar and I had took it because I'm like, when I go home, I want to be able to go to sleep. Because like I said, I couldn't sleep for some weird reason. I would just hear footsteps in the hallway. Like I would hear that shit and it would fuck with me so bad. I couldn't sleep. I would be scared as hell. Wouldn't want to cut off the lights. I'm the type of person I need to sleep in pitch black with it freezing. And I would be asleep with the fucking lights on and the window closed. Like, cause I would be so fucking scared. So at this point, I already took my bar or whatever. So anyway, now I'm laying down. Like I said, got in the shower, I'm laying down. Probably not about to go to sleep, waiting for it to kick in so I could really go to sleep. Taking my picture. I snap a picture. And before you always want to look at your picture to make sure it look good before you just post it. So I took my picture, y'all. And as y'all could see right there in the photo, I'm like, hold on. I look at the picture because I took it. I look. And mind you, my brightness is down because it's pitch black in my room when I took this picture. So I put my brightness up and I said, oh hell no, I got scared. I was like, oh hell no. I laid there for a cool minute, dropped my phone, and then I hurried up and cut the light on and set up and I'm looking around the room. I'm looking around the room like crazy, like, what the fuck was that? So at first I didn't even look. I remember, like I told you, I dropped my phone. So I'm not even looking at my phone. I'm thinking like this bar is kicking in. And when I look at my phone again, I'm not about to see what the fuck I thought I just seen because I know I'm tripping. Like I'm tripping right now. So I'm like, let me look. I pick up my phone, y'all. While I'm looking at the picture and you see me, as y'all can see me in the picture, you can see the teddy bear in the picture. And it looks like a face is behind me, y'all. It looks like a fucking face is behind me. I'm tripping the fuck out. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. I'm scared as fuck at this point. I'm really looking and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I posted on Snapchat first. I posted on Snapchat just to see. I didn't even put the arrow, like, because y'all can see the arrow in the picture. When I posted on Snap, I didn't put the arrow or nothing because I wanted people to see, like, am I tripping? So many people hitting me up. It was like this one nigga hit me up that I was not talking to, but like with text here and there. He like, who you in the bed with? Like, who is that nigga behind you? So I'm like, bro, I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Like, I was so fucking scared. So I'm like, let me send this to my sister. I'm like, girl, you up? She like, yeah. I said, bitch, the craziest shit must happen. So I call her. Sent her the picture. She's like, bitch, hell no, what the fuck? Get that shit off my phone. Get it off my phone. And I'm just like, girl, what the fuck is going on, y'all? I'm scared as fuck because I'm like, hell no. She like, that don't look like enemy. Who is there? Like, who's there with you? I said, bitch, nobody's here with me. I took a picture and that was in the background. So she like, what the fuck? So now I'm on the phone with her. I'm like, hold on. I cut the lights off. I'm taking more pictures, I don't see shit in this fuck. It's nothing. It's nothing in the picture. But as y'all can see right there, y'all, look at the picture. You can see eyes. It looked like an earring. It looked like a mouth. Like, I'm not pointing at it directly because, of course, the picture is not right here when I'm doing the video. But I already know the picture in my head because that shit, like, is a image in my head that it would just never go away. And I'm like, so many people was commenting too, like, bitch, can you tell the story? They didn't call me a bitch though. Let me stop. They said, girl, can you tell the story about this photo? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna tell it because just everything that led up to it was just so fucking crazy to where that's why I thought I was tripping because I'm like, I just took this creepy ass drive with my mom like I usually do. And anytime I would take those drives with her, I would always have like weird ass dreams and shit. So I really thought my mind was playing tricks on me. And plus I took a bar like 2 exits before so I could sleep. So now the bar is trying to kick in, but I'm so fucking scared I can't even go to sleep. I'm just staring at the picture. I don't want to stare too much. So then when I posted the picture on Instagram, y'all, when I posted on Instagram and I like made my caption, I pointed, so many people was commenting, especially people I knew, my cousin, stuff like that. So many people was commenting. They're like, what the fuck? It's people hitting me up, DMing me. They like, that shit is crazy. They like, that shit really looked like it could be him though. That's the crazy part about it. It's not like it looked like just a random ass face. Like it looked like it could be him in the picture. Like, and it looked like it's somebody in your picture, like being funny, like smiling shit. I was like, bro, I am not tripping. So it just went to my theory when I was saying I heard footsteps in the house. And I know a lot of people probably don't believe in certain stuff like this, but like, I don't know. Like, I remember I see movies where they be like, when somebody passed away, like they in limbo or something like that. Like, maybe I'm not saying that right, but they're in like a point to where their soul doesn't know that they've moved on yet. So like they're still doing the same regular stuff, but if, like, I don't know, maybe it don't make sense to some people, but to me that's really how I felt. Because like, even when my grandpa passed away, like I could still, even though I wasn't living at my grandma's house at that time, when I go over there I could still feel his presence. Like it would be times where I would be walking like past this, like from my old room and walking towards the kitchen, and like the den is that way, and he'd be sitting in his chair, and I would double look like, what the fuck? Like I would still feel, you know, when you still feel that person there. Like even when my little sister passed away, I swear I used to like hear her little feet just running through the house. Like I still would feel her there, to where I would have to double look at her toys like, bro, I'm tripping. Like I'm tripping. So I don't know. And it's just with that picture, it really just like, I don't know. It's probably gonna be somebody in the comments like, girl, you're crazy as hell. But that picture is real as fuck, and it's crazy to me. Like that shit is still crazy to me. It's like, it's nothing to explain. Like even I was taking pictures, because I took it on my front camera like this. I was taking pictures of myself again, nothing. Taking pictures behind me, nothing. It literally was nothing behind me. Like how my bed was, it was me, I'm laying in the bed, and behind me is a fucking wall. Like it's more of the bed and then it's a wall. Like it was nothing behind me, not a poster, not nothing. A white wall, like a white wall. Like I even posted on Snap that day, and I had posted the wall, like I posted with the lights on, like this is the background, y'all. Like this is fucking crazy. But I don't know, I had to tell y'all a story. I know this story is short, but I had to just tell y'all. And it's crazy because I don't know, like, if the conversation I had with my mom, like us having that conversation and shit, I don't know if that's what, like, I don't know how to explain what I'm even trying to say. But I don't know, because it's like that whole time I would hear noises, but I actually seen it in a picture, and that was crazy. Like even one time, no, my sister, she'd be like, I don't want to comment on your videos because I don't know if it's cringe. Bitch, it's not cringe. You could comment on my fucking videos, I don't care. But y'all, even one time, me and her was in the back, and we was laying there. Next thing you know, we heard somebody hit the window hard as fuck. When I say we both just dropped down and laid there, and we just laid there. We didn't say shit else. We just laid there. We didn't check. We didn't do shit. Like, the house is fucking creepy. Like, I don't know. It's like Harvard's ghost or something. Like, I'm just kidding. But no, no, I'm not kidding though. Like, I promise you, like, everybody says it. Like, even my mom and them, they grew up in that house their whole life. It's creepy. Like, my grandma's house is like 100 years old. Like, I'm literally not being funny. That shit, I looked it up, and it was born. I looked it up, and it was like made in like 1911 or some shit like that. Like her house is old. Like their house is very old. So I don't know. It was just weird, y'all. But let me know if y'all had any crazy experiences. And then it's like crazy because after I was like creeped out. Like, y'all, I was creeped out, and I didn't want to sleep in my room. Like, at first, that same night, that's how I felt that same night. But when I posted on Instagram and I started getting the comments, like, if y'all could go, like, if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all go down because the picture is still there, you would see the comments. The comments made me feel more comfortable because it never gave, like, I never felt like a bad energy or nothing like that. Of course, that's my cousin. Like, but not saying that that was my cousin in the photo, but I just don't know. It's just weird. But I never felt a bad energy. Even when I would hear the footsteps, I never felt it as a bad energy. So it just made me feel more comfortable. It's like, maybe you're telling me you're still watching over me, you still here. So I just felt more comfortable. So at that point, I wasn't even scared anymore because I'm like, okay, the people on Instagram is making me feel better. But of course, you're going to be afraid, like, when you see some shit like that and somebody just passed away and you talking about it, you telling people how you're hearing noises and shit. and then next thing you know, you take a picture. Like, of course you're gonna be creeped out. Like, that's gonna be creepy to you. Like, it's gonna scare you. But yeah, let me know if y'all had any scary experiences or anything like that. Let me know, y'all, because I would love to hear about it. Sorry if this story was short, like I said, but I just have to let y'all know, because a lot of people be like, what led up to that picture? And I'm like, man, it was events, because I swear I thought it was the Zanny. I'm like, bro, I ain't taking this shit ever again. Like, I really was like, bro, it makes you go to sleep, not hallucinate. Why the fuck am I seeing stuff? Like, I really was tripping out. I was tripping. I'm happy that I saved the photo, though. I'm happy that I didn't freak out and click like, oh, shit. Like, you know, I'm happy I saved it and actually looked at it, because I'm like, okay, I wasn't tripping. But yeah, that's the end of this story, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is day number... I don't know. This day number 13th of Vlogtober, but for the week of story times, I don't know what day this is, y'all. I just know it's a Thursday. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to run up the other videos, y'all, because I'm doing week of story times for y'all. Like, run up them views. Let's get it to where we need to get it to, okay? Because I'm going to keep pushing out these stories for y'all. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love y'all.